Stage 3 is when a person transitions from a managing mindset to a leading mindset. I was doing a strategic planning session with a client, and we were on session number 2 facilitating the plan. And after we were done, one of the managers walked up to me at the end of the session. And she said, Liz, I just want to apologize. I know I wasn't really contributing much today, but to be honest, I just don't have time for this. We don't have time to plan. We are so busy right now, my head is just spinning. Then I said, well, I appreciate you saying that, but I want to push back on you again because you know me. But I want you to just stop and think. You're a department head. If you don't have time to think about the future, you're not doing your job as a department head. And in addition to that, I know you have 6 managers that report to you. So given by what you just said, my hunch is that you're probably doing things they should be doing, and they're doing things their team members should be doing. And she looked at me and went, see you next week. And she walked out. But I share that story with you for this reason. If your managers, in particular your senior managers, don't have time to think about the future, they are not managing well. When stage 3 leaders do their jobs well, stage 4 leaders emerge quickly. Because when, as a manager, you can visualize how the company is going to look different or how your department needs to be different going forward, it becomes fairly easy then to start identifying what kinds of structure, what kinds of talent, what types of positions do we need to start thinking about putting in place now or developing now so when they need to go live, they're ready. So stage 4, transitioning from leading to mentoring, is this whole mindset of how do I develop depth? How do I develop depth and talent within my department? How do I help people offload what they know and share it with others? Now, stage 5 is where we have an individual who transitions from a mentoring mindset to a moving on mindset. Now, moving on can look a couple different ways. This might be when a person moves on by leaving the organization. A person may take a position with a different company. The person may retire. Or the person may simply move on to another position within the organization. The whole point of stage 5 is that the person is transitioning positions. And of all 5 stages, this is probably the most selfless of all the stages. Because this is where you have to position someone else to seamlessly slide in while you transition out so it doesn't negatively impact the organization. And to do that, you have to let go. You have to identify what skills and talent this position needs given what will be required of it as it will be 2, 3, 4 or more years from now. And quite often, some of those skills are skills you don't have. And this also requires you to tee that person up for success. To interact with that person, share your network with that person, share your resources with that person. So when you're not there, this person is able to fulfill those position responsibilities. So the whole idea in stage 5 is seamless transitions. And here's what I would encourage you to share with your managers. Simply suggest to them that one of the tests that they run when they do cross-training is the next time someone is scheduled for vacation. Okay? Let's pull that employee and that employee's backups in and have a conversation with them. And so if we know that Keith is going to go on vacation 6 weeks from now, he has 6 weeks to cross-train whoever the designated backup or backup people are on how to do his position while he's gone. So then when he goes on vacation, the test is how many times did people call him, or how many times were people stumped? And if people had to call him or people were stumped, it means when he comes back we have to do some more training. But the ideal test is he goes on vacation and no one calls him and no one is stumped. And what's fun about this is when I do this with clients and I have owners of companies, they're like, oh God, I'm working so hard to go on vacation. I go on vacation and I gotta work and I come back and I work so hard. It's like, okay, here's the test. At the next senior leadership team, we're gonna tell them, you're going on vacation in 5 weeks. So what are you offloading now or cross-training now so that when you're gone, no one calls you? And it's amazing when they come back from vacation, it's like, you know, I kind of freaked out for the first 3 days that no one was calling me. And then it was kind of nice. That's the test. That's the test.